Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is not that we don't know that Allah is close to us. We know. Everybody knows. That child running knows. When he's growing up and he's stuck in a situation, asking, he knows. When you are in trouble, when you are sick, when you realize that you are what? A weak creature. And that this world is just passing. You know. Who is not going to realize this? Anyone from this world? Everyone is going to realize this. It's not that we don't know that Allah is close to us. We forget that He's close to us. We are heedless that He's close to us. We don't want to remember that He's close to us. We are pushing Allah away from our life, from our family, from our enjoyment, from our dunya. We're pushing Allah away. Everybody knows. That pushing Allah away, that is a characteristic of Namrud. That is saying, your Lord Ibrahim, the Lord of Ibrahim, He rules in the skies. I rule in the earth. Don't interfere, he's saying. Which is exactly what the people of today, they are saying. Don't have too much religion. This is too much religion. No? Where we learn this from? From the unbelievers. Because in Islam, Islam is called a deen. Deen is not just a religion. The meaning of that is a complete way of life. Other beliefs, it may be a religion. You have your life, but there is religion there. You understand? It's not a complete way of life. But in Islam now, it is a complete way of life. So how much harder the Muslim must forget about Allah, push Allah away, to forget Him. This was not even in Christianity. This was not even in Judaism, say 150 years ago, 200 years ago. Because their lives, especially people of Ahlul Kitab, their lives is informed by the rules and the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by the Sharia. Yes, even the Christians like this, like that, they still have. And their laws are based on the laws that is given to Musa alayhi salam, that Isa alayhi salam was carrying. So we are doing very hard, trying very hard to push it away. Why are we doing that? Pushing the one who is our sustainer, the one who has given us life. Why are we pushing Him away? We are pushing Him away because we are thinking that we are lords. Saying, you don't tell me what to do. You understand? Don't tell me what to do, how to live my life. I want to live my life the way that I want to live my life. I rule myself. No one rules me. So once you have this understanding that you are the one who's ruling yourself, you are the one who's making a shirk. You don't have to put an idol there and worship it. You're worshiping yourself. You're saying that my law and my way, my life, it is better than the one who has created me, that yet sent hundreds of thousands of prophets and holy ones, and yet sent books, manuals, how to live. properly in this world, and how to pass properly from this world, and how to return to Him, that He has a better world for us. Once man starts thinking that he is a Lord, he will deny the hereafter. Even those who say they believe, shaky. Believe is not what you say. Believe also is not how you feel so much. There's not belief. Belief is what you're busy with. Belief is how you live your life. This Miraj that is coming. How many of you think they are really worried and they are really begging their Lord for forgiveness because they are fearing about their faith? They fear that their faith is not good enough to bring them to safety. How many? No, only a handful. In this world, only a handful. Only the awliya Allah, they have that fear. The majority is just going up and down, praying in and out. But this is why we are in tariqat, to understand it. It may be heavy for some. We understand. They're saying this is just too much. I'm coming in and I'm just, every time I'm just not good enough. Every time everything I do is wrong. There's no hope. There's no this. There's no that. No. That hopelessness comes because you are not holding on to something. If you hold on to that something, it will give you hope. Those who are loving Hazrat Ali so much, you must remember Hazrat Ali is saying, if everyone, all of humanity is going to paradise and one person is going to go to the hellfire, you must think it is you that is going, meaning the fear of Allah. But if there's going to be all of humanity, all the people in the world from beginning to the end, they're all going to hellfire, and one is going to go to paradise, you must think it is you again. This is the words of Hazrat Ali, the door to the knowledge of the Prophet. You understand? So the shaitan will pull you one way to say, I don't care, or pull you to the other way to say, care so much, it's going to give you no hope at all. We are the people of the middle way. This is the ummah. But being in the middle way too, you have to have people in that way to hold on to. You cannot think of the middle way by yourself. This is the whole meaning of Risalat. You cannot now try to find the way by yourself. Allah is saying, pray this, say this, Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Pray, say, it is wajib for us to say. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those that you favor, that you love, that you accept. Not the path of those ones that you don't accept, or those ones that make you very upset. Not those paths that they have deviated. Which means that staying on the middle path, Siratul Mustaqim, to be not balanced, but to have control over your nafs that is going to put you to depression or hopelessness, you have to be reminded. You have to be reminded. You have to have someone there to remind you. What is the other name of the Quran Karim? It's called Zikrullah. One of the titles of the Holy Prophet ﷺ is Sayyidina Zikrullah. Zikr, remembering. You ask a question because we forget. We forget. We are in enemy territory. Everything is made for us to forget, especially in these times. Especially in these times. But those who remember and they remember a little, and they're holding on, like what Shaykh Effendi is saying. He's just asking. Maybe they go back and they do wrong things again, but they come back and they ask. They're not making any excuse for themselves. They don't think, well, my opinion is this is wrong. My opinion is different. My opinion. Today, murids, they have so many opinions. But you're looking at them, what are you submitting to? The one who is bringing you to Jannah or to Jahannam? So you do so many wrong things, and you come back and you say, Ya Rabbi, forgive me. Sincerely you say, and Allah is, Shaykh Effendi is saying what? Expect that mercy that is coming. Expect that mercy. Shaitan wants you to give up hope because he has given up hope. Not because Allah does not give him hope, but because he feels good like that. You know how when you get very emotional, you get depressed or hopeless or this or that, it just fills you up with a passion. It takes over and you feel so strong. You say, no, I don't believe. No, no one loves me. No, like this, like that. Huh? Of course, you cannot keep up with it. This is the other thing why it's not true. You cannot keep up with it. If it is true, you're going to keep up with it. Huh? Allah is still giving hope to Shaitan. Shaitan. You think Allah is not going to give hope to us? But Shaitan likes that because he's stuck in there. He is very stubborn. Because Allah is saying, when Musa alayhi salam, he went up to the mountain of Tur, and he saw Shaitan there, and he says, Malun, what are you doing here? He says, I have a question, he's saying. Your Lord, he's so proud, you see? He says, your Lord, he is most unjust. Hasha, astaghfirullah. Musa alayhi salam, he's saying, what you saying? He says, your Lord, he's not even saying my Lord or our Lord. Your Lord is most unjust because I did wrong thing. And Adam alayhi salam, Adam, he didn't call alayhi salam, of course. He says, Adam also did wrong thing. For me, he said for me to do something I didn't do. For Adam, he's saying, don't do something, and he did. Yet, he forgave that one, he didn't forgive me. Your Lord is most unjust. Musa alayhi salam was thinking too, he says, this is Shaitan, but he has a point. He has a point. How am I going to give answer to that? Why he's not forgiven? Going up to the mountain of Tur, Kalimullah, and speaking, and Allah says, say, Ya Musa. He says, this is what happened, Ya Rabbi. He says, is that what's troubling you? He says, go back down and say this to him. Say, my Lord and your Lord is most merciful and most forgiving. Say, tell him he knows where the grave of Adam alayhi salam is, Safiullah. Go to his grave, make one sujud, one sajda to him right now, and I will forgive everything that he has done. Shaitan just laughed and says, I didn't make sajda to him when he's alive. He wants me to make sajda to him, to his dead bones. So it is that stubbornness is also shaitanic. Because people who are stubborn, they don't want to speak to no one else. They only speak to themselves. That is the first sign showing that it's not a normal situation. You have a problem. If you want your problem to be solved, what do? You find the answer through different people. But if you don't want your problem to be solved, you don't speak to no one. You just keep it to yourself. Then that time you can blame anyone that you want because you are right, because you don't speak to no one. There is no way to challenge what you already believe. The one who's looking for an answer, he will ask. Allah is saying, ask, I will give. So the whole problem again, because we are not remembering Allah. Zikr is one way to remember Allah. To be with the Ahli Zikr. Maybe We cannot make zikr, the real zikr. But you can be with the ahli zikr. And what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, what He is saying to be with the ahli zikr, He's saying, ask them. Ask. If you have something, ask the ahli zikr. They may have an answer. They will have an answer. Because they are remembering their Prophet. They're remembering me. They're remembering my words. Ask them, and they will say. That time you're going to think also, oh, this difficulty that I'm in, once you come out from that station of stubbornness, then you understand that that difficulty, it is coming with so much mercy. It's coming with tremendous mercy. That time, that experience is going to give you more faith. This is the behavior and the characteristics of believers. If you want to have the characteristics of unbelievers, that's a different story. You can if you want. If you want to have the characteristics of those ones who are stubborn, you can. If you have the characteristics of those ones who deny Allah, you can. It depends on what you want to be, how you want to say that you are. We're going up and down. We may go through certain periods in our time where it is just, maybe it's very difficult. But Allah is near you, is close to you. Don't push Him away. Because if you are not going to believe in Allah, you have to find yourself another world where Allah doesn't exist. Is there a world that Allah doesn't exist? Yeah. And in reality, our difficulties, with every difficulty, Allah is promising us ease. He's promising. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. So, the behavior of a believer. Yes, whole world is coming down. Yes, things are terrible going on in this world in every way. Yes, but we have hope to Allah. We're not sitting around being very miserable and being very... we are happy because Allah is still giving us so much that He has not given to millions. We're still happy because we have faith. We're still happy because we have the Jamaat. Whichever of the favors of your Lord can you deny? Count His favors. Once you start counting His favor and you're understanding astaghfirullah, you say, with more astaghfirullah, you're doing the real astaghfirullah, more favor Allah granting you, more favor, more favor. Because every astaghfirullah, it is cracking that idol that you have put in your heart. It's breaking it. Every astaghfirullah, you're understanding your weakness. Another crack, another crack. You understand? Inshallah. May we pass from this world clean. May we enter into the next world clean. Holding on to those holy ones, inshallah. This is for people of intelligence. وَمِنَ اللَّهِ تَوْفِيقَ الْفَاتِحَةِ.